Welcome to today's discussion on the fascinating world of love and human behavior, especially from the perspective of women. We will delve into the psychology behind love and explore the complexities of human emotions, relationships, and attraction. So sit back, relax, and allow yourself to immerse in these intriguing psychological facts. To begin with, love is one of the most powerful forces in human existence. It drives our emotions, our decisions, and our perceptions of the world around us. Psychologists have spent decades studying how love shapes human behavior, especially in the context of romantic relationships. And when we talk about women's psychology in love, we uncover a wealth of unique insights into how they experience and express affection, attraction, and connection. Let's start with one of the most captivating elements of human relationships, the feeling of attraction. When a woman is attracted to someone, her brain releases a cocktail of chemicals, including dopamine, oxytocin, and serotonin. Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter because it creates feelings of pleasure and reward. Oxytocin, often called the love hormone, is crucial for bonding and creating a sense of trust and affection. Serotonin, on the other hand, helps regulate mood and creates a sense of happiness. Together, these chemicals work to make the experience of love feel exhilarating and fulfilling. It's important to understand that the way women experience love and affection can be shaped by both biological and environmental factors. In fact, women's brains are wired differently from men's, particularly when it comes to emotional processing. Research has shown that women tend to have a stronger connection between the emotional centers of the brain and the areas responsible for communication and empathy. This allows them to better understand and express their emotions, often making them more attuned to the emotional needs of their partners. This is why women are often seen as more emotionally expressive and open when it comes to discussing feelings of love. Now, let's talk about the concept of emotional intelligence, which plays a significant role in how women approach relationships. Emotional intelligence refers to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage one's own emotions, as well as the ability to recognize and influence the emotions of others. Women, on average, tend to score higher in emotional intelligence than men, which means they are generally better at reading emotional cues and responding to their partner's needs. This emotional sensitivity allows women to create deeper connections in relationships, as they are more likely to nurture and care for their partner's emotional well-being. Another fascinating psychological fact about love is the concept of attachment. According to attachment theory, our early childhood experiences with caregivers shape the way we form relationships later in life. Women, in particular, are often more affected by their attachment style, which can influence how they behave in romantic relationships. There are 4 primary attachment styles: secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized. A woman with a secure attachment style is typically comfortable with intimacy, trust, and emotional closeness in a relationship. Anxiously attached women, however, may feel a heightened need for reassurance and may fear rejection or abandonment. Avoidant women, on the other hand, tend to value independence and may struggle with emotional closeness. Understanding these attachment styles can help explain why some women may act in certain ways when they are in love or facing relationship challenges. One of the most profound aspects of love is the concept of trust. Trust is the foundation upon which successful relationships are built. Without trust, love cannot thrive. For women, trust is often directly linked to emotional security. When a woman feels that her partner is trustworthy, she is more likely to open up emotionally, be vulnerable, and invest in the relationship. On the other hand, if trust is broken, women may find it more difficult to rebuild the emotional connection. It's crucial for partners to communicate openly and honestly, as transparency helps strengthen the emotional bond and fosters a sense of safety and security in the relationship. Another interesting psychological fact about love is the way women tend to prioritize emotional intimacy over physical attraction. While physical attraction certainly plays a role in romantic relationships, women are often more drawn to partners who provide emotional support, understanding, and connection. Emotional intimacy allows women to feel valued and validated, which in turn enhances their desire for physical closeness. This focus on emotional depth is one reason why women are more likely to seek long-term, stable relationships rather than fleeting, superficial connections. Women's psychology in love also reveals that they tend to have a stronger focus on the well-being of their partner. This selflessness is rooted in the natural nurturing instincts that many women have, often influenced by biological and societal factors. This nurturing tendency is not only reflected in their relationships, but also in their roles as mothers, friends, and caregivers. Women often find great joy in supporting their loved ones, and this emotional investment can strengthen the bond between them and their partner. However, it's important to note that while nurturing is a powerful aspect of women's psychology, it can also lead to challenges when women neglect their own emotional needs in the process. A woman's perception of love can also be influenced by her sense of self-worth. Studies show that women with higher self-esteem are more likely to experience healthy, balanced relationships. They are more capable of establishing boundaries, communicating their needs, and maintaining their independence within the relationship. On the other hand, women with lower self-esteem may be more prone to seeking validation from their partner, which can sometimes lead to unhealthy relationship dynamics. For this reason, it's important for women to work on building their self-confidence and self-love, as it can greatly enhance the quality of their romantic relationships. One of the most intriguing psychological aspects of love is the concept of the honeymoon phase. When a woman falls in love, especially at the beginning of a relationship, the intense feelings of attraction and excitement are often accompanied by a sense of idealization. During this phase, women may overlook their partner's flaws or imperfections, focusing instead on the positive aspects of the relationship. This idealization is fueled by the release of dopamine and other feel-good chemicals in the brain. However, over time, as the relationship matures, the initial intensity tends to settle, and both partners begin to see each other more realistically. This doesn't mean that the love has diminished, but rather that the relationship has evolved into a deeper, more enduring connection. Another interesting aspect of women's psychology in love is the role of empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It plays a crucial role in romantic relationships, as it allows partners to connect on an emotional level and offer each other support during challenging times. Women are often more empathetic than men, which means they are better at understanding their partner's emotions and offering comfort and reassurance when needed. This empathetic nature can help women navigate the ups and downs of a relationship with greater patience and understanding. Women's psychology in love also reveals that they tend to seek partners who share similar values, goals, and interests. While physical attraction is important, women often prioritize emotional compatibility and mutual respect. This shared sense of purpose strengthens the bond between partners and allows the relationship to thrive. Women are more likely to invest in relationships where they feel understood and valued for who they are, rather than being pressured to conform to external expectations. As we've seen today, love is not just an emotion, it's a deeply psychological experience that influences the way we interact with the world and the people we care about. By understanding the psychological aspects of love and human behavior, we can create more meaningful, authentic connections with others and build healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Thank you for joining me in exploring these amazing psychological facts about love and human behavior. I hope this discussion has given you a deeper understanding of the complexities of love, especially in the context of women's psychology.